Hello everyone, my name is Liliana and I will be introducing Collaboration Team 1, which consists of myself, Ricardo Alvarez, and Bella Cervantes. Our topic title is Disconnect to Reconnect, and in case you can't tell by the title, it focuses on our need to disconnect from our mobile devices in order to allow ourselves to communicate with one another. Our team believes that it is a relatable subject to everyone in this class, to almost anyone with a cell phone. And in case you haven't put your phone down in a while, you may notice it at a restaurant, at work, or even at home with the people you live with. Isn't it ironic how before we felt the need to look for apps like Facebook in order to bring the world together, and now we can't even communicate with one another. So while I was doing research for this assignment, I came across a couple of TED Talks, and a lot of them focus on the effects of just having a phone present in a conversation. It doesn't allow the conversation to flow as a regular conversation should. And there's also a book, I believe it's called Reclaiming Conversation by Sherry Turkle. And it's another example of, trying to regain this communication between each other and having real-time conversations. So she mentions that when we write text messages, it gives us that security of being able to rewrite what we're going to send. And so we have more choices of how we're going to word things. And when we have a real-time conversation, it's a little bit more difficult because whatever we say in that moment, we can't take back. It is what it is, and we have no control over it. So moving on to our video, we see the lack of communication in different scenarios. We do exaggerate a little bit just because we wanted to get our point across. So we have Ricardo, who plays the student, and as he's roaming around campus, trying to communicate with his peers, you see everyone is just too busy or, just stuck on their phones. Then there's myself as the parent, and I am navigating a day at work after my children have lost my phone. Finally, we have Bella, and she lives with her teammates, and she misplaces their phone and she can't seem to communicate with them either. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Ricardo as he explains the scenarios that we chose in order to display the content that we did. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ricardo Alvarez, and today we are talking about our group project of phone addiction. We explain how it could be something that you don't realize you do have. But today, with the scenarios, we did choose to work with different point of views. Um, so we chose like in a family aspect, how could it affect your family, or how it would look in a family matter, or also we showed or explained in the video how it could also be with your friends, or even at your job. How everyone's just on their phones and not really paying attention to the people around them, which makes them not really social in a sense, or makes people more like shy to speak up or talk to someone they don't really know. So with the group project, we just emphasize how phone addiction could become a problem and how not a lot of people realize they do have it until they see it like an example wise, if that makes sense. So that's why in the video we also went in like in a silent approach, so it could emphasize the problem more and make you realize that it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And honestly, this is a great topic and everything, and I like how we emphasize everything in the video and in our two page. essay about it. One last thing before I stop explaining is an example that I do have that I didn't realize is when I was 10 years old. Um, I remember being with my family at the dinner table, but I was so young, I was just watching videos on my iPad while we were eating, and my parents would just get mad at me, take the iPad away from me, and I would get so upset and everything when I was smaller, and I'll get all mad and like do a fit or whatever. And with that, I feel like it made it. I didn't know I had my phone addiction because all my parents wanted to do was talk to me at the dinner table. That's why I always say no phones when we eat together. But I feel like since I got mad just because they took it away, and I like it just affected me and affected my family as a whole too. So I feel like that's why we emphasize this so much in the video, because it is a problem that everyone should fix. But thank you guys. I'm gonna pass it on to Bella, and I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Ricardo. Hi, everyone. My name is Bella Cervantes, and I'm going to be more specifically talking about any future changes that me and my group would have made and our overall end result, and if we feel as if our PSA was successful or not. So I think in the future, me and my group could agree that we could have added more statistical facts about cell phone usage and how it's drastically gone up over the years. I think we brainstormed maybe adding like a last slide basically showing like the actual statistics, but I think the main reason why we didn't do this is just because of a lack of time, and we wanted to add these other clips in, and with doing so the video would have been too long. But like I said, I think we could have also mentioned how a main reason why the addiction is so like prevalent in our society is that every certain thing like requires a phone, like directions, appointments, jobs, and it just makes quitting this addiction or putting your phone down for a little bit so much harder. I think we thought about even adding like a clip of like needing your phone for directions or something, but like I said, I think we just had a lack of time. The last future change I would make is maybe adding a clip of someone picking up a new sport, hobby, or something connecting with others. I think that really reemphasizes how there's much more out there than just being on your phone. I think our overall end result, I think we did show our main goal of showing how disconnected we kind of are as a society. I know that I'm sure everyone you talk to knows, like, yeah, everyone's on their phones. No one like really talks to each other as much. And I think we did a good job at highlighting that. I do feel as if we could have maybe re-emphasized more by adding these other clips like I told you, and like showing how there's much more out there than just being on your phone. I ultimately do believe that our group was successful in portraying this, and we did hit all our target audiences, because cell phone addiction is everywhere. You see it from little kids, you see it from adults, you see it from your parents. Everyone around you is pretty much addicted to your phone. I think we did a good job at diversifying our clips and showing the different examples and scenarios. But overall, thank you guys for your time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or any of my group mates. Thank you all for your time.